Hey guys, I haven't done a video like this in a long time, but I figured I would do one to kind of update y'all on my life and where I'm at in my journey um, as far as my hair. I'm just going to talk about my hair, but in all forms. Um, I am obviously someone with locks. Um, I started my locks a while back, almost 2 years ago, and you can see about that in my other video from about a year ago, I think is when I posted it. But I have let my hair completely do its own thing for the past year, meaning that I don't maintain it at all. You can see I have a lot of hairs that have come out of my locks, and I'm gonna go around in the next maybe month and pull in some of the hairs that I feel like the root is weak near it, but I don't really care that I have loose hair mixed in. I just don't want the root of my locks to become weak and then my locks start falling out, because I have a couple that are real loose, real skinny, and like this one, like this is a pretty solid lock, but as you can see it, the root is so thin. It's like really thin, and there's a whole bunch of loose hair around it that has fallen out, and I would just add it to ones like that where the lock is suffering from not having the hair in it. But I have a lot of loose hair around here, and I don't mind that at all. I actually kind of like it because it frames my face when I put my hair up. I'm trying to get the length of them. They've grown quite a bit, and they're real thick and heavy. There is some turquoise in there that I did yesterday. I got bored, so I needed a change, and I figured my hair was the best way to do that. What I didn't know is that I was going to be getting my tattoo fixed, which I did just yesterday, so there's still a lot of swelling. That is yellow. It will be yellow once it stops bleeding and it's not swollen anymore. So I didn't know I was getting that done. I wanted to change, so I have turquoise in my hair now. My goal for my locks is 10 years with no haircut. No trim, nothing, with scissors. And I'm almost 2 years, so I'm really looking forward to it. The only reason I would cut them early is if they go past the back of my knees, which, you know, at first I was like, there's no way that that's gonna happen, and now I'm kind of like, it might happen, because they're getting long quick, and they probably grown an inch in the last month or so, and you know, they were shrinking a lot in the beginning, so I guess I underestimated how quickly my hair grows. But I do have a really healthy diet. I'm vegan, and mostly whole foods vegan, and in the warm weather, primarily raw vegan. So I don't know if that's why my hair is growing so fast, or I just never noticed it before because it was breaking off, and now it doesn't break off, so I don't know. I don't know the reason, but no matter why, it's growing fast. So that's the only reason I would cut it early, is if it goes past the back of my knees, because that's unmanageable. I know y'all can't tell from the videos, but I'm only 5 foot tall, so if it goes down to the back of my knees, that's almost 3 feet of hair, and actually that's over 3 feet of hair, and there's no way I could wear that. That would be heavier than me at that point. But so far so good. I love it so much. I've had to change the way that I style it because of the weight of it. I used to be able to just put it like in a regular ponytail. And as you can see, I can't even get it all in one hand, so a regular ponytail doesn't really work anymore. What I do use is these. I use these a lot, and I'm using them a lot more now. In the past 3 months, there's been a huge shift in the weight of my hair, and you know, I just have to keep changing styles as time goes on, and I just had another shift where, you know, I've had to say goodbye to some hairstyles, but I'm saying hello to some more, and I'll just put one of these on, and it gets my hair out of my face. And I have a couple different of these, but these two are my favorite. And then if I want to put my hair up, I just have strips of fabric, and I'll just wrap it around and pull it tight, and then wrap it around again if I want like a bun. And it's nice with the fabric because I can loosen it. Let's say I do it and it feels fine then, but after 4 hours of wearing that hairstyle, I got a headache. I can always go in, loosen it, retie it, and it's just as secure, and I don't have to worry about having a headache, because that was a big problem I was having, is that I would get these migraines, real migraines, from keeping my hair up on the crown of my head too long, just because I'm still getting used to the weight of my hair, because it's gotten so much heavier so recently that it just gives me headaches sometimes, which I'm sure it will always give me headaches sometimes because it's a lot of hair. I got a lot of hair. Like I said in my previous video, you know, my hair was down to my waist. That was almost 2 years ago. So if I were to brush my hair out, I have no idea how long it would be, but I know that it was down to my waist when I started. So that's a lot of hair. No matter if it's down, if it's locked, if it's, you know, straightened, that's a lot of hair, and that's a lot of weight. Plus I have all these beads and stuff, which I'm sure doesn't add that much weight, but it's still something. Trying to think of anything else. Yeah, so I was just wanting to talk about hair in general. So that's an update on my locks, and I, as you can see, have body hair, not just there but everywhere. I don't even own a razor anymore. I got rid of that in the summertime, and it is February right now, so it's been 6 months, over 6 months now, closer to 9 probably, that I haven't used a razor. I just got to this point where it just wasn't necessary for me anymore to feel like it was constructive. It wasn't constructive for me to shave anymore. It just didn't serve any purpose for me. I went on a 4-day long camping trip on a beach, and you know, you kind of just make do with what you have, and it was with like 200 people, young people, and I met so many people from so many different walks of life, and you know, I didn't really care about keeping my body hair maintained through that 4 days. You know, we're all in bathing suits and showing skin, and I brought a razor, but I didn't use it. And when I got back, I shaved as soon as I got back, and something just didn't feel right about it. And I decided then that I didn't need to shave in order to be beautiful, or in order to be a good woman, or in order to be whatever this thing is that I thought that I needed to be by shaving. It's just kind of, it's so ingrained in women today in, you know, America where I live. it just seemed like you don't question it, you just do it. And I was tired of just doing it. And I'm in this place where I'm looking at everything I do in life, why I do it. Do I do it because I was taught to do it, or do I do it because I need to do it, because it aligns with what I believe or my past experience or who I want to become? And shaving just didn't fall into any of those categories. It's not who I want to be. It doesn't serve me any purpose. It doesn't fall in line with my beliefs of who I want to be in the future. And it just seemed unnecessary. It just completely unnecessary. And, you know, I am gay. So it was funny to see, because I thought people would care a lot more than they do. And I think part of that might be because I am gay, that it's like, oh, well, she's gay, so she doesn't fall into the stereotype of what it is to be a woman anyways. So I'm not sure if that plays a big part in it, or if it's just that everyone around me sees that it wasn't really who I was in the first place. I've had a bunch of people that know me and have known me with my locks and before my locks say, Casey, you just look like you with locks. Like I can't really picture and remember what you looked like when you didn't have locks, because this is who you are. And people have said the same thing about my body hair. Like, you know, I was surprised when I met you that you did shave. And that's comforting to me, because it reminds me, like, that I am on the right track. You know, I am on the outside who I am on the inside, and what I'm doing physically represents what I believe in. And so that feels good, you know, that other people can see that. But again, I'm not sure if that's influenced on, you know, my sexual orientation, or if it's just because, you know, I'm just one of those people. I'm a vegan. I bathe like once a week, not because I feel like I shouldn't, because society says if you're, you know, like this kind of person, you don't shower, but I really just like the way that my natural scent smells, and I have very strong pheromones, and with the body hair, it's even more. So when I bathe, I smell right after I get out of the shower like a human again. So I don't see the point in bathing every day just to get out of the shower and 20 minutes later smell like a human again. It just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. So I just don't do it unless I feel like I'm actually dirty. But yeah, I don't plan on shaving again. Like I said, I don't even own a razor. The only hair that I maintain at all, really, is my eyebrows. And I do that because they bother me. Like, they're maintained right now, and you can see they're not beautiful, perfect. I don't care about that. But they get so long they will curl, and my dad's do that too. And I just don't really like the way that looks. So I do maintain my eyebrows, but like, I got some fuzz going on, and I'm just letting it do its own thing. And I have hair on my toes that I shaved all my life, and I have a happy trail that I shaved all my life. And through letting my hair grow out, I'm realizing, like, wow, you know, we have so much hair on our bodies. And it's so funny because I didn't think about it. Like, when I was shaving, I didn't think, like, you're an animal. So obviously you're gonna have hair places that, you know, you need hair on. Like, there's a reason that we have hair. So without shaving anything, I'm reminded of all the places that I grow coarse hair. And it's funny. And, you know, my happy trail goes from, you know, my pubic region all the way up to between my breasts. Now, it's not thick the farther you go up, but it's darker than the rest of the hair on my body, so it's noticeable. And I've always shaved, like, my whole stomach, like, in the middle, and I didn't even realize really what I would look like if I quit shaving. I just knew that the hair there was slightly darker from the stubble that come up. So it's been a journey, accepting that, and I still wear belly shirts, and I have belly rings, and sometimes my pubic hair or my happy trail hair will get caught in a dangly belly ring, and it's all right, you know. I still feel sexy, and I still get hit on constantly by women and men and anyone in between. So it really hasn't affected my sex life, you know. It's just, I don't know, it's invigorating. And I have friends that have quit shaving since, you know, we started hanging out and talking, and they realized like they didn't really want to shave either, and they just hadn't met someone that was so open about not shaving. And I'm pretty open about it. I mean, I like to show a lot of skin, and I continue showing a lot of skin even with my body hair. And people see that and be like, oh, she can do it, then I can do it, you know? And that's nice. That's nice to be able to be that person, because someone else was that person for me. So it's just a wonderful hairy journey that I'm on, and I'm feeling very good about it all. And, you know, if any of y'all have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below or send me a message. But yeah, I'm just loving life. I'm loving my hair and all of it, and it's just beautiful. It's beautiful to be okay with being a hairy human. And that's all I have today. So thank you guys for listening, and subscribe if you wanna. Bye.